Friday night schedule rolls on as the boys contest about 6 minutes away from tipping off here in Washington between the Tigers and the Bombers. Boys action coming up here for you next. Max Lasky with you on KNDY FM 95.5 and the KNDY FM mobile app, and of course online at kndyradio.com. A tight contest in the girls game. If you're just catching us, a 37-35 win for Washington County. They were led by Jesse Hoover, who ended the night with 20 points. Washington led by as much as 11 in that first half. Wakefield came back and tied it in that fourth quarter. But free throw shooting at the end did it for Washington County. In this boys contest, a 1-0 Washington County team coming off a win at Pike Valley, 55-42 last time out, going against a 0-2 Wakefield team that have lost the center, and a 71-9 loss to Blue Valley last time out. Washington got the best of Wakefield last year as well, as Washington has won each of the last 10 contests against Wakefield. We're about 4 minutes away from tip-off of the boys contest here on KNDY FM 95.5.
When you're buying tires, go with the folks you know at M&M Tire in Washington. Locally owned, M&M Tire offers minor service work. They offer major brands of tires. They offer service after the sale. And that's what you can rely on with the folks you know at M&M Tire in Washington. Call them at 325-2207 for an appointment today. For your tire needs, call them M&M Tire in Washington.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Let Dr. Phil Benz of the Animal Health Center in Washington keep your pets and herds healthy and thriving. They offer services such as vaccination, surgery, grooming, and boarding. The doctors also understand your herd is your livelihood. Call them for a herd health consultation to assist with nutrition and pasture management, vaccination and deworming protocols, reproductive strategies, and more. And don't forget your hard-working horses. The Animal Health Center has specific services for them as well. Animal Health Services in Washington, open Monday through Saturday. Call for an appointment today.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you will find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Duzine Enterprises has been laying floors all over our area since 1962. That's miles and miles of carpet, laminate, tile, hardwood, and vinyl. And they are so good at it that their schedule is filling up fast. So while good things come to those who wait, if you have a remodel or a new construction project in your near future, you should probably get on their schedule today. So call 785-325-2379. That's 785-325-2379. Duzine Enterprises in Washington. Why would you go anywhere else? Financing available.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Call on Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Bryce Leonard in Washington today.
And a huge shout-out to our Washington County sports sponsors that are making this broadcast possible here this evening, including United Bank and Trust, Bruna Implements, Washington County Hospital, M&M Tire, Midwest Products, the Animal Health Center, Dezeen Enterprises, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bryce Leonard of Washington, Landall Company, FNB Washington, C Street Styles, Stone Southside Service, the Dragoson Insurance Agency, Owens Original, and Blue Valley Technologies. Starting lineups for the boys contest here in Washington. Washington County girls victorious 37-35 earlier tonight. Now it's the boys' turn. First for the Wakefield Bombers. They come in 0-2 on the season, led by head coach Neil Summerson. They are going to go with number 2, Isaac Hessling, a 5'5 sophomore. Number 2, Braden Mowing, a 5'7 freshman. Number 15, Aiden Langley, a 5'5 junior. Number 21, Eli Ponton, a 5'10 senior. And number 32, Daxton Summerson, a 5'11 sophomore. So Wakefield with one senior on this roster. That will be Ponton. He is the name to keep an eye on here tonight, as he is averaging double digits on this short season for Wakefield. Now for the Washington County boys, they will be led by 4 seniors, starting with number 2, Austin Wirtz, a 6-foot senior. Number 3, back this year, Miles Miller, a 6'1 senior. Number 21, Monty Huckett, a 5'11 senior. Number 23, Carson Kern, a 6'1 senior. And number 30, Octavian Cardenas, a 6-foot junior, head coached by Bobby Smith in his 8th season at the helm here in Washington. It's an experienced team back for head coach Bobby Smith and his squad, looking to take advantage of a Wakefield team that was 1-19 last year, 0-2 to start this young season. Just like the girls, Washington has not lost to Wakefield in the last 10 years, so looking to continue that on here this evening. Washington will be led by Austin Wirtz and Monty Huckett. Wirtz has 20 points in their last time out, while Huckett pitched in 15. Huckett will be in the jump circle with Ponton. Will be Washington their home whites, red Tigers, red numbers. Well, Wakefield will be in their road blues with white numbers. Inside, first bucket of the evening will go to Octavian Cardenas as the 6-foot junior uses that power to get right to the rim, 2 feet away from the left block, puts it up and in for Washington. Tigers will come out here and press. Wakefield awfully close now to a 10-second. It's going to be picked off by Wirtz, before Wirtz could take that one to the rim. A 10-second call is the mark from the official. So a turnover to start this contest out for Wakefield. Just like the girls, not a very good start here in this one. Miller will run point now for the Tigers. Wakefield will be in about a 1-3-1 matchup zone. In the corner will be Miller. First 3 of the evening up. Halfway down, no good, but offensive rebound pulled down by Wirtz. Wirtz goes inside to Cardenas. Now back out left corner, Wirtz. 3-ball on the way, no good. Board pulled down by Wakefield. So over 3 to start the game off here is Washington, but they do lead 2-0. A sheer size advantage for Washington is this one, as they will go 6 foot across the board. Shortest man is Monty Huckett, standing at 5'11", and he might even be taller than Miles Miller, which they put in at 6'1". But height for Washington this year, even coming off the bench, 2 6'2"ers coming off the bench if they get there. We'll get to them as this game goes on. As for Wakefield, though, their tallest player will roll in at about 5'10", and that will be Summerson, at that center position. A second turnover for Wakefield, as they can't get into any offensive set in their first try or first crack at the basket. 2 straight turnovers now for Wakefield. Washington took the opening tip of the evening in 4-2. Now they're looking to get it up here. 3-ball from Huckett on the way. That was off, no good. Good feed from Cardenas, though, as the 3 guards from Washington all have put up a 3. There's Huckett getting himself into the scoring column. Good pass there from Miller, as Washington will aggressively trap. Austin Wirtz steals that one. No one in front of him. Works left-handed layup up and down as Washington quickly jumps out here to a 6-0 lead. Wakefield working it around. Huckett steals that one. Left-handed layup pass now to Miller. Up and good. Miles Miller with the contact and the foul as Washington out to an 8-0 lead here just 2 minutes into this contest. We will have our first substitution. Noah Lafferty will come into the contest. Lafferty gets the board on the defensive pop, then steals it away. Cardenas had a shot at an easy two as he stepped in front of the outlet pass on that one. So Wakefield will reset. Almost stealing top sign now by Kern, but it is stolen away by Huckett as now that's 4 steals already for Washington in this one, and Huckett is fouled going to the rim. So looking at this Washington County team, a chance to catch a few of their games last year under head coach Bobby Smith was not the season they were looking for. 5-16, which is the 2-11 mark in league play. The Tigers came out hot, winning 2 of their first 3 games, and they entered January 3-3 after they would win their first TVL tournament game. They would lose the next 3 to Blue Valley, Centralia, and then Valley Heights to earn an 8th place finish here. But a lot of experience back for head coach Bobby Smith and his squad. We talked about it a little bit in the opening as Huckett goes 0 for 2 from the line. Starting experience and also experience coming off the bench for this Washington County Tiger team. 4 returning starters and 12 total letter winners. Starters back this year are Wirtz, Kern, Cardenas, and Huckett, with Miles Miller taking a break off from basketball last season, playing again this year, and will run point for the Tigers. Another turnover by Wakefield on their possession as this Washington County defense is strong, lengthy, and in the grill of Wakefield. There's going to be 3 up the way from Wirtz. He can't hit from deep. 0 for 2 now to start the game, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Miller will give Washington another possession. Foul underneath. That will go against Wakefield. Daxton Summerson, 5'11 sophomore, will pick up his first personal. Really the only size that Wakefield has going against this Washington County team. Bonnie Huckett, easy left-handed layup miss. Cardenas there on the board. He can't hit it. Huckett again, and he'll finally now go to the line. Washington doing a good job of drawing up some good plays here early on to get some wide-open buckets at the rim, just not able to connect on a lot of those here early on. Free throw is a miss for Huckett as he is 0 for 3 from the line early on. Second free throw now for Huckett. That one's down. First free throw here for Washington. Huckett with all 4 of them, 1 for 4 from the strike, 25%. Easy math on that one. Trapped in the corner at the scorer's table will be Mulling, but taken away now by Carson Kern. Kern will push it up near side to Huckett. Huckett stepped on the out-of-bounds line here near side against the stage. It's a tight stage if you've never been here before. It's a beautiful place for a basketball game here early in December. Washington County out hot in this one. 9-0 is the lead early on, and uber aggressive is this Washington County team. Just like the girls, they will press a 1-2-2, maybe a 1-2-1, just depending on how it mixes up. 3 ball on the way from Wakefield. That will be Lafferty into the contest now. Offensive rebound pulled down by Hessling, but he will travel, give it back now towards Washington. First chance seeing this Washington County team here early on in the year. Of course, just getting underway. Only the second game now for the Tigers. But this team is long and athletic. They will look to make some noise here in this TVL with some strong competitors, mainly Clifton Clyde right down the line, and of course Axel back too as well. It's going to be a very good season in the TVL. If you aren't a fan of it, get to be a fan of it. It's an absolutely joy to cover, and of course, appreciate our friend Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Spotlight for anything TVL this season. Give him a follow on Facebook. Check out TVLSpotlight.com too as well. Wirtz gets a run out here, an opportunity for an easy 2 points. But Lafferty did a good job of getting back on defense. As now 50, William Swanda, the 6'2 junior, and number 10, Eli Chandler, the 5'11 sophomore, will come into the contest for Cardenas and Wirtz. Of course, Bobby Smith does it a little different here. He only has 8 on the bench or 8 on the varsity roster. Players have to earn their way onto a varsity roster, so 20 boys out for basketball this year for Washington, but there will be only 8 on the bench until more have earned that spot, but a good 8 it is. Huckett finds his way inside, and Huckett now back to the line. Monty Huckett is 1 for 4 so far here tonight, 15 points. And their last time out, that one hits about every part of the rim and finally drops down for the 5'11 senior. Zayden True, a 5'6 freshman, now in for Wakefield. Wakefield coming off a rough season last year, 1-19 as Huckett makes the second of 2 free throws. Looking to improve under head coach Neil Summerson. Washington, though, has had their number the last couple of years. 10 straight wins for Washington against this Wakefield team as Washington dropped down to Class 1A. There's been a one-sided affair on both the boys and girls. Inside move there by Swanda. Shot up no good, but Kern there for the offensive rebound. And up and good. So now every starter has scored for Washington as Swanda gets the steal away. Throws Lafferty to the ground. Smaller Lafferty didn't have a chance against the bigger Williams Fonda on that one. 13-0 is our score here, first quarter action as we roll on through this Friday. Max Blasky with you here on KNDY FM 95.5, our KNDY featured game of the week over here in Washington. Next Tuesday, a TVL doozy for you, a Marshall County matchup between Valley Heights and Frankfort, as that will be down at Frankfort. Head coach Adam Schreiner making his debut for the boys team against first-year head coach Drew Honus for Valley Heights. A foul will be called. Isaac Hessling will be able to make his way to the rim. A nice little move and a chance now for Wakefield to get on the board with some free throws. First one is up and no good for Hessling, as that is actually Wakefield's first shot of the evening. Wirtz will check in now for Sponda. Carson Kern was the one who picked up the personal foul. Second free throw up, no good, as Wakefield is still scoreless here in the first quarter. 13-0 is the score. Washington leading this one. There's going to be a turnover, though, for Washington. I believe that's the first one on the evening for the Tigers, as it will give Wakefield an opportunity to get back in transition. 3-ball on the way from Mowing, no good from the freshman, and Washington will reset. It might be a tough year, too, for Wakefield as they run out 5 freshmen, not all there right now, but 3 freshmen on the court right now for Wakefield. So learning against this experienced Washington County team as Huckett puts it up and through. Good, strong take there by Monty Huckett as he has 7 points to start this contest off here. Steal now taken away by Chandler. Chandler will push the pace for Washington, but smartly get it outside to Miller. Inside left block, Huckett, cross-court pass works, 3-ball corner, no good. Offensive board. I think a jump ball is actually going to be the call between Chandler and Hessling, and they're fighting for the board. It will stay with Washington County as Kern will inbound it underneath his own basket. Elevator screenplay, Wirtz straight on 3. Money! Austin Wirtz, his first 3 of the evening, first one for Washington as they push this lead up to 18-0, and Wakefield wants a timeout. We'll take it with them You're listening to high school basketball right here on KNDY as the Tigers of Washington County lead the Bombers of Wakefield 18-0.
Landall Company in Marysville is expanding and looking for career-minded individuals who want to work for a stable company that's been in business for 60 years. Currently hiring welders, painters, assemblers, fabrication, and maintenance. Experience preferred but not required. Competitive wages, merit increases, annual raises, and promotions. $2 per hour shift differential for second and third shift. 4% attendance bonus based off your gross weekly wage. Apply online today at landall.com.
Few scoring updates to pass along for you from the girls' side. Valley Heights girls defeat Republic County 60-33. Frankfort was in the nail-biter with the Wabunsee. Frankfort ended up pulling that one out, though, 48-44. Dawson West defeated ACCHS 45-15. And it looks like right now, Blue Valley girls also defeated Pike Valley 55-33. Appreciation to our friend Jeff Works over at the TVL Spotlight for those scores updates. Get you guys scores as the evening rolls along. If you're just catching up, Washington County girls had a 2-point win over Wakefield. Here's a 3 from Austin Works. Shooting it good. Back-to-back triples now for the senior as he has 8 points, and Washington pushes this lead up to 21-0. But if you're just joining us, Washington County girls had a doozy of a first game. They defeated Wakefield 37-35. Washington led 22-11 at half. Wakefield ended up tying it in the fourth quarter. The free throws at the end got it done for Washington, and an untimely turnover too by Wakefield put in their demise as the Washington County girls move on to 2-0 on this young season. Here in this one, the boys looking to start 2-0. Here's a 3 blocked by Miles Miller in the corner. Getting out there, an athletic play by the senior. Huckett will now push for the Tigers. Works for 3 straight threes. That one's down. Austin Works with 3 straight triples for the senior as he is shooting it good here tonight. 11 points already for the 6-foot senior as Washington County leads 24-0. A turnover. Wakefield out of bounds. That might just stop the bleeding for Wakefield. Williams spawned back into the contest. Along, I think Eli Chandler back in too as well. Number 11, Cale Miller into the contest for Washington. Didn't quite have that written down 100%. The 5'9" freshman getting an opportunity now with Washington up 24. A turnover, Washington, only their second of the game, though, as Wakefield looks to outrun. Good defense there by Carson Kern as he stuck that lengthy left arm out to push that pass out of bounds, stopping a fast break for Wakefield. But the Bombers will keep it underneath their own basket. In the corner, Hessling thought about a 3, thought better of it, now kicks it out top of the key, and will set up offense for the Bombers. 20 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Washington in a 2-3 zone. They're going to use their length, use their athleticism. A foul inside by Cardenas. A personal foul there on Octavian Cardenas, his first personal foul, a substitution now. As Corey Nooch will come in, the 6'2 sophomore. A little spinning set here by Wakefield at the top of the key. Looked like a football play. Quick 3 out of that timeout. No good. Works with it left side. 10 seconds going across the timeline. Washington leading 24-0. Austin Works with the ball in his hand. Looking for a shot. Gets it off the Chandler 3 ball. No good. But Washington County dominates that first quarter, leading 24-0 over Wakefield.
You want a bank that not only cares about you, but the businesses and families around. FNB Washington is that bank. Community-minded since 1883, FNB Washington truly has been there through it all. A mainstay in the Washington community, FNB cherishes the opportunity to give back, whether participating in hosting local events, providing a community room for public use, or cheering the Tigers on to victory. Your local and hometown bank is still FNB Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Cuts, coloring, nails, and tanning. If your style is needing a new lift, check out C Street Styles in Washington. Open Monday through Saturday by appointment. Let Valerie work with you to create your new style. Now offering even more. Finish your day with a massage. Wildflower Massage at C Street Style is now booking. Offering a wide range of massage services, the girls have just what you need to relax from a busy schedule. Check out C Street Styles and Wildflower Massage on Facebook.
A full weekend of basketball rolls on here on FM 95.5. KU will take on Mizzou in the Border Showdown at 4:15 tomorrow afternoon. K-State will be on our sister station, FM 94.1 AM 1572 as well. That will be a 12:30 tip versus LSU. Jerome Tank doing some good things with his Cats in that one. And, of course, this evening, if you're checking out some more basketball, our own Bruce Kierkein over on our sister station with the Marysville game versus Clay Center. Wirtz gets himself a steal, misses that shot, though. 3-ball on the way from Kern. He misses that one, too, as well, as Wakefield will now push the pace. Wakefield is not able to get anything going here. Only, I think, 2 shots so far here this evening as well. There are 3 shots, 2 free throws. Here's going to be a steal by Miller. Miller all alone, right-handed layup up and down for the senior, Miles Miller. Washington now in the defensive end. Pass goes right to Wirtz. Wirtz just takes it away from a Wakefield player. Gets it up to Miles Miller, who puts in his second bucket back-to-back now. Washington County is just throttling Wakefield 28-0. Max Blasky joining you here this evening on KNDY FM 95.5. Our Friday night featured game of the week as we roll on through this Friday here with you. Monty Huckett all the way down and good. Huckett with an opportunity for an old-fashioned 3-point play here in the second quarter. Huckett with 7 points in that first quarter. Most of them came from the free throw line. He was 3 for 6 from that stripe. Started off 0 for 3, but then knocked down his last 3. It's an opportunity now here to put that average up above 50% on the game. Right-handed free throw up and smooth for the 5'11 senior. Billy Swamda back into the contest. All starters scored for Washington in that one. It has been all starters, too, as well in the score sheet. 31-0 is our score. Austin Wirtz leads the way now with 11 points. He had 3 threes in that first quarter, all in back-to-back-to-back possessions. Wakefield needs a timeout as they pick it up right across the timeline. We're going to take it with them here. And you can listen to our sponsors as Washington leads 31-0.
Stone Southside Service in Washington, Kansas offers competitive prices on tires with excellent customer service. Located on Highway 15 across from the co-op, Stone Southside Service also offers towing and light mechanical work for your vehicle, including brake jobs. Stone Southside Service also sells Green Mountain grills. These grills feature wood pellets that enhance barbecue flavor. Stone Southside Service in Washington, Kansas. Your source for great prices on tires, light mechanical work for your vehicle, and home of Green Mountain Grills. Give them a call at 785-325-2247.
Planning new construction? If it's an outbuilding, storage, home addition, or a new home, the pros at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber will help you put together everything you need from start to finish. They can help you with your design with recommendations and cost estimates, helping you find the right product at the right price. And it's delivered free for you when you're ready when you shop local. Everything you need for your dream home or a simple shed is at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Visit with them today.
31-0 is our score here as Washington County is leading Wakefield. Washington County started off this season on Tuesday with a 55-42 win at Pike Valley. a decent little game there as the Tigers look to start off 2-0 here on this young season. As for Wakefield, they are 0-2 on this young season. If there's any indication about it, Wakefield lost to Blue Valley on Tuesday. Blue Valley is a good team this year. We saw them a time or two in that TVL tournament last year, have a decent amount of returners back as well, another TVL foe to be reckoned with. But this Wakefield team lost to Blue Valley on Tuesday night 71-9, as this Wakefield team cannot get anything going here offensively. Washington, though, to give them credit, they are out there defensively. This is a different energy. Talking to head coach Bobby Smith on our Coach's Corner show that we do every weekly. Of course, you can catch the Washington Coach's Corner show about 5:20 on Friday evenings, along with Marysville on that night. But talking to head coach Bobby Smith, I asked him about bringing back those letter winners and your 4 starters and how that was going to affect this team. And he said this team has a different energy about it. They're hungrier. They know what they went through last year with that 5-16 record, and they know what it will take to be competitive in the TVL. And he believes this team has the size and the athleticism to match up with just about anyone. And watching him so far here tonight, I think he is going to be on to something as this season continues to move along. A 3-ball by Wirtz is no good as he finally misses one. Austin Wirtz was 3 for 5 from the 3-point strike before that one, as he will take a seat on the bench with Miles Miller as Octavian Cardenas and Carson Kern now back into the contest. So out there for Washington, as I'm looking at it, I see 6'1", I see 6 foot, I see 6'2", I see 6'2", and then I also see 6'1". So a lot of length on this Washington squad here this year, and learning to play together will be the key too as well. Playing together very well here tonight. Another turnover by Wakefield that is unofficially 12 turnovers in this first half for the Bombers, as we're not even halfway to halftime. 5 minutes left to play here. Second quarter, Max Blasky with you this evening on our KNDY featured game of the evening. Of course, it's not the KNDY featured game of the week like it was for football season, as Kern misses that three since we get 2 games tonight. But good job there by Carson Kern. Missed the 3, but kept on fighting. Got his offensive rebound, put that one through. He has now 4 points to his mark, as another turnover in between 2 Wakefield Bombers. Miscommunication as Langley throws it out of bounds. But a full schedule 2 coming up for the KNDY featured game of the week. We'll have a few more here before teams break off for Christmas break. Inside, nice move. Corey Nooch with his first bucket of the evening. The 6'2 sophomore gets a big paw up there. He gets a 2 to go down. 3-ball thought about on the way from Hangley, but a hand check foul down low on Washington will stop the action. Just talking about it, a full slate of action upcoming for you here on KNDY. Next Tuesday, we will be down at Frankfort as the Wildcats host the Mustangs of Valley Heights as TVL action gets kicked off. And then next Friday, we will be up at Hanover as the Wildcats host the Buffaloes of Onega before everyone takes a break for Christmas break. That is always happening about the 20th year of the month, and everyone returns about the 5th or 6th or so. For Washington County, they will get their TVL opponent kicked off tomorrow versus Blue Valley. They will play in the T-Bird Classic there. The same Wakefield team, Blue Valley, and Washington, I believe, as well, with Pike Valley in that tournament too as well. With a chance to see a before-mentioned Blue Valley-Washington matchup tomorrow. It'll be a good one there in Concordia if you get a chance to go over there and check out 2 matched-up teams. First point for Wakefield comes from Eli Ponton, the 5'10 senior. Scored 11 points in their first game and 12 in the second. Their first points come with 3:32 left to play in the second quarter. Great ball movement by Washington. 3-ball from Kern will be no good as he is 0 for 3 from the line so far here tonight. But about the only thing that's slowing down this Washington County offense this evening is going to be the missed shooting. Inside the lane goes Condon again, kicks it out, thought about a three by Langley. Top better of it, though, gets it back to Condon at the elbow. Swings it out top. Good defense now by Washington. Keeping this ball moving around. Inside it will go to Condon, left corner. Thought about it, shot up, shot no good. Board pulled down by Cardenas. We're going to have a jump ball as Condon got in there, in on the action, trying to save his possession for Wakefield. It will end up going, though, back to the Tigers. Wholesale change. Wirtz back in. Miller's back in. Rhonda back in. Out will go Nooch, Chandler, and Kern. 5 out now set for Washington County. Everyone around the perimeter. Miller with the left side. Wirtz in at left corner. Quick movement by the Tigers in this one. Around the horn it goes. Ends up in the hands of Miles Miller, right wing. Wirtz thought about a 25-footer from the left side. Will try and go against Condon. And out of bounds off of his foot, it will stay with Washington County. 35-2 is our score here in second quarter, about 2 minutes away from halftime between the Tigers and Bombers. Washington led 24-0 at the end of the first half and continued to push it on here. There will be a turnover, though, by Washington as they were trying to find Monty Huckett underneath the basket. A bevy of Bombers stuff in there. Stole it away. Now ball tipped up. Cardenas steals it away. Up ahead to Miller. Miller right-handed layup. Up and down. Miles Miller now with his fourth bucket. 4 for 5 from the floor. One missed shot was a lone 3 there in that first quarter for Miles Miller. Inside it goes, now stolen away, another turnover. Wakefield as Austin Wirtz gets his long arm on that one. Wirtz now will walk it across the timeline for the Tigers. Right side, Huckett at the elbow. Wirtz, right corner 3, that one's off the rim, no good. Miles Miller pulls down the board. I'm going to have a whistle and a foul inside, I believe. Oh, no, not a foul, but Monty Huckett stepped out of bounds as he pulled down that offensive board. So, turnover, Tigers, only their fourth one here in this first half. So, doing a good job of ball security by the Tigers, not so much from Wakefield here in this first half. A quick moving, though, first half. Here's a near steal by Wirtz near side as he read that pass perfectly and got his fingertips on top of that one. Turned it over to a live ball turnover for Washington. But a quick-moving first half in this one. Girls game took just short of an hour to get done so far here in this one. We're rolling on through this first half of the boys contest. 1 minute left to go before halftime. Near still, Austin Wirtz again. Right-hand layup up and no good, but Miles Miller is right there to put it back. Miller perfect from the floor, perfect from the field goal range in this first half. About got himself a second steal there as the pressure's been hot. Now Huckett left side gets into the action. Monty Huckett all the way down the court. Nice move there by the senior as he puts it up and down for Washington, and they hold a 39-point advantage here before half. 25 seconds left to roll on before we get to go to intermission. Top of the key, and will be Lafferty tossing it around now near side here to Hessling. 3 ball on the way from Wakefield, up no good by Mowing. First 3 attempted by Wakefield in this one ends up short. Wirtz with the top of the key, 3 seconds. Cardenas in the corner, top of the key. Miller puts it up. That one's no good, but Washington takes a commanding 41-2 lead into halftime. Keep it tuned right here. We'll be back with second half action. The Washington County Tigers and the Wakefield Bombers.
Experience the best in customer service when you call the Dragiston Insurance Agency for a Buckeye Insurance Group farm insurance quote. Justin Dragiston of the Dragiston Insurance Agency can provide insurance coverage to meet your farm needs. Protect the financial future of your farm by calling the Dragiston Insurance Agency at 785-325-2263. Buckeye Insurance Group and the Dragiston Insurance Agency, together we're insuring the heartland.
Owens Originals Floral has creative solutions for all your floral needs. Let Carol and her artistic team design and deliver a floral masterpiece for you. At Owens Originals, they keep a large selection of fresh flowers available, as if they're handpicked just for you. Owens Originals Floral on the Square in downtown Washington, 325-2026, for all of life's celebrations.
Ho, ho, ho! All the beautiful sounds of the holiday season. The season of friends and family who gather to eat, drink, and share the Wi-Fi.
That's right. Enjoy uninterrupted connectivity with Blue Valley Technologies worry-free Wi-Fi. Get 2 months free worry-free Wi-Fi and free installation from Blue Valley Technologies.
Find out more details at bluevalley.net/promo.
With United Bank and Trust online banking, you have access to your hometown bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at ubankonline.com. You can view account balances, access statements, and transfer money between your UBT accounts. You can also view account activity, pay bills, and even make loan payments without being limited by banking hours. Simply visit ubankonline.com to learn more. Online banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ruby Red's giving us a show here at halftime. A good crowd for the Washington County games here this evening as basketball season gets underway here in the state of Kansas. 41-2. Not a miscommunication on that one. 41-2 is the halftime score of the boys contest. Looking at scoring from that first half, I guess the lone two for Wakefield came from Eli Cotton there in that second quarter. He is 1 for 1 from the line. Brady Mowing also has himself one shot from three, and then Isaac Hessling, 2 missed free throws. Only 4 shots for Wakefield, though. 17 turnovers in that first half for the Bombers. As for Washington, they played a very clean game in that first half. Only 3 team turnovers. They are led by, let's see here real quick, Monty Huckett, who at halftime has 12 points. He had 7 in that first quarter. 10 points, so 12 points for Huckett, 11 points for Austin Wirtz, as he had all of those in that first quarter. He ended up that first quarter 3 for 5 from 3. 10 points, 2 for Miles Miller, 4 points for Carson Kern, and 2 points for Octavian Cardenas, as all starters have scored for Washington, while off the bench Corey Nooch has himself a 2-point bucket too as well. Washington from three-point range in that first half, 3 for 13. All 3 of those threes came from Austin Wirtz, who hit them in back-to-back style. Washington also put up 32 shots in that first half, along with 7 free throws. All 7 of those free throws were shots by Huckett. 41-2 at halftime is our score of the boys contest. Ruby Reds doing a good job here keeping this crowd entertained as we roll through this Friday evening. We're going to take another timeout. You're listening to high school basketball right here on KNDY.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff of Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it the most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. They know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and now Humboldt, Nebraska.
Be prepared for the 2024 hay season and save during Can-Equip's annual twine and net wrap sales event. Preseason pricing on genuine CNH twine for round balers and square balers, small or large, plus ArmorNet, Legacy, Balekeeper, Americanet, and new this year, Varsity Net Wrap. Place your preseason order at Can-Equip in Marysville.
Can-Equip can equip you.
For the best of care close to home, visit the Washington County Hospital and Family Medicine of Washington County. Their team of professionals work together to provide every member of your family in every stage of life with medical care. From routine checkups to diagnostic services, visiting outpatient specialists, obstetrics, major and minor surgical procedures, and an emergency room that is always staffed by physicians. You'll find the best of care right here in Washington County. Call 785-325-2211 for your appointment today.
When you're buying tires, go with the folks you know at M&M Tire in Washington. Locally owned, M&M Tire offers minor service work. They offer major brands of tires. They offer service after the sale. And that's what you can rely on with the folks you know at M&M Tire in Washington. Call them at 325-2207 for an appointment today. For your tire needs, call them M&M Tire in Washington. From the ground up, Midwest Product Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Let Dr. Phil Benz of the Animal Health Center in Washington keep your pets and herds healthy and thriving. They offer services such as vaccination, surgery, grooming, and boarding. The doctors also understand your herd is your livelihood. Call them for a herd health consultation to assist with nutrition and pasture management, vaccination and deworming protocols, reproductive strategies, and more. And don't forget your hard-working horses. The Animal Health Center has specific services for them as well. Animal Health Services in Washington, open Monday through Saturday. Call for an appointment today.
Max Blasky back with you here on a Friday evening from Washington. Tigers controlling the Bombers of Wakefield 41-22 at halftime, led by Monty Huckett with 12 points. 3 starters for Washington scored in double figures in that first half. Huckett with 12, Austin Wirtz with 11, all in the first quarter, and 10 points for the senior Miles Miller, too, as well. Defense has been the key for Washington in this one, as they have held Wakefield. They held them scoreless in that first quarter. Only 2 points came from a little turnaround jump shot, a little bit of, I'm going to go ahead and call it luck, too, with a spin. Otherwise, we'd still be pitching a shutout by Washington County in this one. A big thank you to the sponsors, too, that are making this broadcast possible this evening and all season long. Of course, if you're listening to a game and want to find out how you can make these broadcasts possible, maybe for your area school, or if you want to be on every area game, just like our regional sports boosters, go ahead and call us up at the station. We'd love to get your support on there, get those voices heard too as well. Also, while we're thinking about it, if you're wanting to know the latest on your favorite team's information during all the sports season, tune into our KNDY Coaches Corner program every evening at about 5:20 following area sports. On Mondays, we talk to coaches from Diller and Southern. On Tuesdays, we chat with Axtell and Centralia. Wednesdays is Hanover and Lynn. Thursdays is Valley Heights and Frankfort. And then, of course, on Fridays, it is the Washington County Tigers and the Marysville Bulldogs. Excuse me. Who over on our other station are going against the Clay Center Tigers. Marysville leads Clay Center at half of the boys contest 31-19. In that one, Bruce Deerking on the call over on our sister station, FM 94.1 AM 1570, as the Marysville boys under head coach Scott Brown, replacing 10 letter winners from last year, looking to start their season off 4-0 after their win over Valley Heights last Tuesday evening in dominating fashion. Speaking of dominating fashion here in this one, 41-2 is the score of the boys contest, one that Washington pulled away handily from last year, and they have not dropped a game to Wakefield in the last decade, and it doesn't look like anything will change so far here tonight. Of course, we have seen only 8 players for head coach Bobby Smith and his Washington County Tigers. As he only suits up the ones he feels has made an impact, too, as well on the team. Noticed it last year at TVL tournament time and talked to him last year about it. He says it is a privilege to be on the varsity roster and wants to make sure he keeps that true all through the season. So we'll be the same 8 that we saw out there, same starters too for Washington, Wirtz, Miller, Huckett, Kern, and Cardenas. All starters scored in that first half. 3 starters in double figures led by Monty Huckett with 12. Washington will work it here, right to left, as we look at it from the stage in Washington. Absolutely gracious host every time we come over here. Next week we'll be down in Frankfurt for a TVL matchup between the Wildcats and the Mustangs. Carson Kern is going to start this second half off with a 3. He's going to be able to find the mark from the left wing. Offensive rebound is fought about down low with Austin Wirtz, but it will end up being Bombers basketball. Washington came out of this contest in their 1-2-1-1 press, so they are so well known for. Sped up Wakefield immensely in that first quarter, and they led 24-0 at the end of the first quarter, did Washington. Just absolutely manhandled Wakefield on both ends of the floor, shooting and defensive-wise. Wakefield will get the inbound. Now back to inbounder in the corner. That'll be Zayden True, who gets the start here coming out of half. It'll be True Ponton, the one that scored early in that contest, along with Aiden Langley, Isaiah Hessling, and Daxton Summerson for Wakefield. Washington County staying at home in their 2-3 defense. Wirtz will come up from the sideline every now and then. Inside it is Monty Huckett gets a nice little block. Daxton Summerson had a shot from about 3 feet away, but the vertical of Huckett put it in. Nice pass from Carson Kern, but Octavian Cardenas couldn't quite finish that one out. Beautiful pass here near side from the senior. Found a streaking Octavian Cardenas down the middle of the lane, but couldn't quite finish that Bunny, excuse me. If you're looking for a little more entertaining game, courtesy of our friends over at TVL Spotlight, Jeff Wirtz just sent me a text update. Marysville leads 44-30 going into the fourth quarter against Clay Center over on our sister station, FM 94.1, AM 1570. Bruce Dierking with the call on that one, as this one has been out of hand since the first tip of the ball. 41-2 is the score of the boys' game. If you're just joining us, the Washington County Lady Tigers were able to get a win earlier this evening. That was a 37-35 win over Wakefield. Good pass again by Kern. Huckett couldn't finish that one again. Kern could have had 2 back-to-back nice assists if it would have been for finishes, but Washington still getting right to the rim. Finish up my thought there. Washington County girls led by 20 points from Jesse Hoover, defeated Wakefield 37-35 in the earlier game as Cardenas gets himself a 2-point bucket there. Washington led 9-7 at the end of the first quarter in a back-and-forth first quarter. Lady Tigers really took advantage, though, in that second. Outscored Wakefield 13-4 before halftime, leading 22-11 at 4, and what we thought was going to be a pull-away game for head coach Tommy Tryon stepping in for Scott Romiser this evening turned into a tight one in the third and fourth quarter. Wakefield outscored Washington in both of those quarters, 14-6 in the third and 10-9 in the fourth quarter, but a costly turnover late in that game by Wakefield, as well as a few clutch free throws by Washington, gave them the 2-point advantage and got this Washington County Lady Tigers team off to a 2-0 start to start the season. Here's going to be a ball that goes into a stands. It's going to take a little bit to get down. We're going to have an opportunity to get a 30-second timeout in here real quick, so we're going to do that. Keep it tuned right here, though, as Washington takes
Duzine Enterprises has been laying floors all over our area since 1962. That's miles and miles of carpet, laminate, tile, hardwood, and vinyl. And they are so good at it that their schedule is filling up fast. So while good things come to those who wait, if you have a remodel or a new construction project in your near future, you should probably get on their schedule today. So call 785-325-2379. That's 785-325-2379. Duzine Enterprises in Washington. Why would you go anywhere else? Financing available.
During that timeout, got the ball out from the stands. Thank you to the patrons up there that chased that one down. And I guess gave a little magic to the ball as Austin Wirtz hand down his first three here of the second half. That's his fourth now on the evening for 14 points as his Hawks shooting continues. He had 20 points in their last time out versus Pike Valley. So right near that season average already here midway through the third quarter. Williams Fonda now will come into the contest along with Eli Chandler and Corey Nooch. A turnover up top by Wakefield as they pour it on. 20 unofficial turnovers now by Wakefield in this one, giving Washington County a lot of golden opportunities to put points here on the board, and they have. Three ball thought about from Chandler on the right wing, kicks it out. That'll be straight on. Three ball canned by Carson Kern. His first one here this evening, 1 for 5 now, putting that rock through the bucket from three-point land as he pushes this lead up 49-2. Kern had an opportunity to get 2 assists early on in this one. Some bunnies missed, unfortunately. So we're just going to take the three from straight on for Kern, do it himself, get himself into that scoring column. Second personal foul now on Wakefield. Or excuse me, no, that's going to be on Washington. So a offensive foul on Williams Fonda will be his first personal foul. Almost had an opportunity to put one up there. Now Wakefield has a run out on the turnover. Layup up and down for Eli Ponson. His second bucket here of the afternoon, and that's Wakefield's only second bucket, too, as well. Inside, nice little turnaround shot up and down by Corey Nooch. His second bucket, 2 for 2 from the floor, had one back in the second quarter. First one here of the second half as he answers back to Wakefield Deuce to push this lead back up to 51-4 for Washington. Right into the hands of Austin Wirtz, who's going to steal that one away as the lengthy 6-foot senior sticks his arms up there and steals it away. Three thought about near side by Chandler, second one in a row. We'll get it off to Wirtz, hot shooter, shoots it again, hands it. Austin Wirtz from deep. Back-to-back triples for the seniors. He now has 5 triples to his name, 17 points. 6 coming here in the second half, and Wakefield wants a timeout. We're going to take it with them. Washington County leading 54-4.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Farmers, they're the lifeblood of America. The men and women who tackle the toughest jobs to put clothes on our backs and food on our tables. They might do it quietly, but their genuine values and tireless work ethic are an inspiration to us all. Some might say farming is a thankless occupation, so that's why we're taking the time to say thanks. Farm Bureau Financial Services, protecting what matters most.
Bryce Leonard in Washington is your local agent with Farm Bureau Insurance and Farm Bureau Financial Services. Landall Company in Marysville is expanding and looking for career-minded individuals who want to work for a stable company that's been in business for 60 years. Currently hiring welders, painters, assemblers, fabrication, and maintenance. Experience preferred but not required. Competitive wages, merit increases, annual raises, and promotions. $2 per hour shift differential for second and third shift, 4% attendance bonus based off your gross weekly wage. Apply online today at landall.com.
You want a bank that not only cares about you, but the businesses and families around. FNB Washington is that bank. Community-minded since 1883, FNB Washington truly has been there through it all. A mainstay in the Washington community, FNB cherishes the opportunity to give back, whether participating in hosting local events, providing a community room for public use, or cheering the Tigers on to victory. Your local and hometown bank is still FNB Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
A little extended break there for you. Have a little conversation between the coaches and the officials. It's going to be in a running clock the rest of the way now, as Washington does lead by 50 with 1 minute left to go here, about a minute 50 left to go here in the third quarter. So we're going to continue to let this clock run the rest of the way into the fourth quarter too as well. Nice shot there by Nooch. Going to get that one to fall down as Corey Nooch, his first miss on the evening, was 2 for 2 before that one. But Washington has held this contest from the very beginning. A conversation between both coaches as there's finally going to be a bucket that falls down. Zayden True will get his first bucket to fall now in this third quarter. Back is Nooch, and he will get that one to fall down, and the one opportunity for Corey Nooch. 2 points in the first half, now 6 here in the second, as the 6'2 sophomore has been playing physical basketball here in this one. True, who just had the bucket for Wakefield, their third one of the evening, picks up the foul on the defensive end. Nooch goes to the line, can't make the first free throw. Offensive rebound pulled down by Londa. And he will get an opportunity now to go to the line to shoot two. William Sonda at the line, no points so far here tonight. Will be his first shot at the basket. First free throw is a line drive to the front of the rim, no good. Only 3 players have shot a free throw for Washington so far here tonight. That is Sonda, that is Nooch just a moment ago, and Monty Huckett from the line as well is 4 for 7. All there in that first half. Nooch with the clock winding down will put the free throw up. That'll be no good. Offensive rebound, though, up by Huckett. No good. A push by Monty Huckett as Nooch couldn't get his putback bucket to go, but that will send us to the end of the third quarter, I believe, and it will. 56-6 is the score. You're listening to high school basketball here on KNDY.
Cuts, coloring, nails, and tanning. If your style is needing a new lift, check out C Street Styles in Washington. Open Monday through Saturday by appointment. Let Valerie work with you to create your new style. Now offering even more. Finish your day with a massage. Wildflower Massage at C Street Style is now booking. Offering a wide range of massage services, the girls have just what you need to relax from a busy schedule. Check out C Street Styles and Wildflower Massage on Facebook.
Stone Southside Service in Washington, Kansas offers competitive prices on tires with excellent customer service. Located on Highway 15 across from the co-op, Stone Southside Service also offers towing and light mechanical work for your vehicle, including brake jobs. Stone Southside Service also sells Green Mountain grills. These grills feature wood pellets that enhance barbecue flavor. Stone Southside Service in Washington, Kansas. Your source for great prices on tires, light mechanical work for your vehicle, and home of Green Mountain Grills. Give them a call at 785-325-2247.
The highest scoring quarter for Wakefield was that third. They put up 4 points in that third quarter, as it is now 56-6. As Washington continues to pour it on here in this one, 15 points there by Washington in that third. It is a running clock, too, as well. Has been since about the 2.5-minute mark in that third quarter, as both of these teams just hoping to get out of here without any injuries and look ahead. Speaking of looking ahead for Washington, they will take on a Blue Valley team that threatens to put up quite a fight in the Twin Valley League this year. They will take on Blue Valley tomorrow in the T-Bird Classic there in Concordia. There's a tournament between Wakefield, Pike Valley, and the Blue Valley and Washington here to as well. So a good opportunity for some TVL basketball early on in the season. After that Blue Valley game tomorrow evening, the Washington County Tigers will take on the Smith Center team on Tuesday before they start TVL play for real next Friday the 15th at Centralia. That should be another great matchup. Had an opportunity to call that one here last year, one that the Centralia boys handled for the majority of it. But this is a different Washington squad than it was last year. Talked about it earlier in the opening. 4 returning starters were back for this year's squad, and a big number of letter winners, too, as well. 12 total letter winners returning for this Washington County team. And talking to head coach Bobby Smith, is very impressed with his squad's ability to stay focused on what their goal has been here early on in the season. And they know what kind of physicality and what kind of attitude it will take to be competitive in a tough TVL schedule again this year. Williams Vonda at the line here for a free throw. Scoreless so far here tonight. 3 chances, though, at the line. Has not been able to make one of them yet. Second one now on the way. Free throw up and just off. An offensive rebound pulled down by Washington. That'll be Eli Chandler getting up there and pulling down that board, giving the Tigers another scoring opportunity. 50-point advantage here for Washington as we play fourth quarter action between the Bombers and the Tigers. Down low, Vonda thought about a 3 here near side by Huckett. Wirtz straight away 3, Kansas. Austin Wirtz, continue your shooting. He has hit 3 straight threes, 3 total in this game. 6 total in this game. 6 for 10 from the 3-point line is Austin Wirtz here in this contest, who last time out against Blue Valley had 20 points, had 17. We're going to make it now 20, right on the money in this contest. Vonda gets a turnover, gives it off now to Huckett. Good running by the post inside, shot up and no good by Nooch as he got a little bit too far underneath that basket. Corey Nooch getting a lot of playing time, the 6'2 sophomore, getting some varsity action here tonight. Long 3-ball on the way from the Bombers. Shot up, no good. Second shot opportunity, no good by the Bombers as well, as Peyton Simmons couldn't hit that one. Isaac Hessling couldn't find mark from the 3 either. Washington County now will slow this one down, run some clock, as we are in a running clock situation here in the fourth quarter. 59-6 is the score. Washington County led 24-0 at the end of the first, led 41-2 at halftime, and went on to lead 56-6 at the end of 3 quarters. Vonda from about 3 foot away. Wirtz puts it up and down, and we're going to have a substitution timeout as that puts Austin Wirtz over the 20 mark here this evening. Miles Miller will come back in. Octavian Cardenas back into the game as well, along with Carson Kern, as Huckett, Vonda, and Wirtz will take a seat on their bench in front of the good crowd from the Washington faithful here this evening. It's been a great night for basketball. Thank you all for tuning in here this evening, too, as well. Max Blasky with you on the call. Looking ahead, got a full basketball schedule slated for you upcoming next week. We mentioned it a time or two, but a great one down in Frankfort between first-year head coach Adam Schreiner back at his alma mater and first-year head coach Drew Hannes for the Valley Heights Mustangs. As the 2 boys teams will face off next Tuesday, it'll be a girls game between 2 possibly state-ranked teams when the rankings come out. I know the Valley Heights girls had a nice, impressive win over Marysville last Tuesday evening. Frankfort girls under head coach Brian Eppert are always a force to be reckoned with. We have a timeout by Wakefield, a 30-second. We're going to get one sneak peek in there before we come back and preview the rest of our schedule for the month of December. You're listening to high school basketball right here on KNDY.
Anyone can sell you soybean seed. Channel Seedsman place product to perform. With Channel XtendFlex soybeans and Channel Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans, you'll get the superior weed control you want and the high yield potential you need. Make the most of next season with the Roundup Ready Xtend crop system and expert recommendations from Channel Seedsman. Ask a seedsman in your area for recommendations for your fields. Check with your state pesticide regulatory agency for specific restrictions in your state. Always read and follow pesticide label directions.
Score update to pass along for you here. Blue Valley, the before-mentioned Rams, are just talking about defeat Pike Valley 66-36. I've mentioned it all night tonight as well, but if you're looking for anything TVL, give our friend Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Spotlight a follow, not only on his Facebook, but also website too as well. We'll keep you updated all basketball season long as everything starts spinning real fast. We're talking about the upcoming schedule for us. Next Tuesday, we'll be down at Frankfort for that TVL matchup. The next Friday will be our last featured game of the week, I guess, for 2023. As it will be Hanover versus Onega next Friday evening before every team goes to break. That'll be our last game on the 15th. We'll take a break there over Christmas, as then coming back from break, we'll start some games back on about the 5th. That'll be the first Friday back before TVL tournament gets kicked off over in Onega on the 13th. Marysville, too, as well, will be in action, of course, next Tuesday with us. They will be at Concordia. Bruce Dierking will be on the call on our sister stations, KNDY FM 94.1 and AM 1570. You hear the cheer there. Octavian Cardenas gets a bucket here in the fourth quarter for the big junior. We'll now go to the line for an and one opportunity. But Marys will be at Concordia on Tuesday, and then over at Chapman next Friday, the 15th. You'll find all our schedules online at KNDYradio.com too as well to find out where we're going to be. Of course, that is also where you can find all our archive programs too as well. Any game we've done throughout the year, football, basketball, volleyball, can be found as a podcast at KNDYradio.com. So if you happen to miss a call from one of your favorite sports teams, go ahead and give that a listen back. Brady Melling hits himself a 3-ball, 1 for 3 now from the strike. The 5'7" freshman puts Wakefield on the board from the 3-point mark anyway. As we roll under a minute left, there is Corey Nooch. A nice little up and under move there from the sophomore as he now has 8 points here in this contest. 65-9 the score, a full timeout, a substitution, I think timeout for Wakefield. Washington will just stay on the court, and we'll just keep it tuned right here with you. So Washington County leading this one 65-9 is the score. They have led from the very beginning of this one, but 24-0 as they have caused 26 turnovers by Wakefield in this one. An athletic Washington County Tigers team that we'll have to be keeping our ears pinned to and our eyes glued to here throughout the season as this TVL schedule gets underway here in about a week. But a good-looking Washington County team under 8th-year head coach Bobby Smith looking to make some noise in this TVL this year. Certainly here did tonight with their defense anyway. Only held Wakefield to 2 total points in that first half. Miles Miller pulls down the defensive board. He'll bring it across the timeline. 17 seconds tick down on this clock as it looks like we will get out of here by the end of it. Kern with it inside, up and down for Corey Nooch. Double digits now for the sophomore off the bench as he puts the last layup in, making it 67-9 is your final score here as the Washington County Tigers move on to 2-0 on the season. Wakefield will drop to 0-3. We will take our time out, bring you wrapped-up coverage of the postgame, then get you on the road for another fantastic Friday evening of high school basketball. Once again, Washington County boys defeat Wakefield 67-9.
To find an insurance company that protects your farm, home, and auto, you look for three important things: reliable insurance products, outstanding claim service, and affordable premiums. And Buckeye Insurance Group proudly offers all three. In business for over 130 years, Buckeye Insurance Group and local independent agents like the Dragaston Insurance Agency work to make sure you have the right insurance. Call Justin at 785-325-2263 for all of your farm, home, or auto insurance needs.
Owens Originals Floral has creative solutions for all your floral needs. Let Carol and her artistic team design and deliver a floral masterpiece for you. At Owens Originals, they keep a large selection of fresh flowers available, as if they're handpicked just for you. Owens Originals Floral on the Square in downtown Washington, 325-2026 for all of life's celebrations.
Ho, ho, ho! All the beautiful sounds of the holiday season. The season of friends and family who gather to eat, drink, and share the Wi-Fi.
That's right. Enjoy uninterrupted connectivity with Blue Valley Technologies worry-free Wi-Fi. Get 2 months free worry-free Wi-Fi and free installation from Blue Valley Technologies.
Find out more details at bluevalley.net/promo.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
Don't miss a minute of the excitement of all of our broadcasts of high school football and state volleyball championship games on KNDY. They're available as archives on our website at KNDYradio.com. You can download, listen back to every exciting moment. You can save, you can share. Relive every exciting moment of our live play-by-play coverage of high school football games, including all of the postseason action, as well as the state volleyball matchups. Check our website, KNDYradio.com.
67-9 was the final score of this boys game as the Washington County Tigers move on to 2-0 on this young season. They topple Wakefield, push them down to 0-3 on the season. Story of the night for Wakefield, 23 turnovers forced by this Washington County defense. Only 3 unofficial turnovers by Washington County on the offensive side really helps push this Tigers team to the victory this evening. Scoring will be short for Washington County. Brady Mowing, the freshman, hit a 3 late in the fourth quarter to give him 3 points. Eli Potton, the 5'10 senior, who leads this Wakefield team in scoring this year with about 11 per game, ended up with 4 all in the first half. And off the bench, Zane True, a 5'6 freshman, got himself a 2-point bucket in the second quarter. That is your 9 for Wakefield. As for Washington, they were led by their starters, specifically Austin Wirtz, who was 6 for 10 from three-point land, ended up with 22 points in that contest. Monty Huckett had himself 12 points. They were all in the first half. 10 points, 2 for Miles Miller, 7 points for Carson Kern. Octavian Cardenas got himself 6 points, 2 as well. And then off the bench, Corey Nooch, the 6'2 sophomore, had himself 10 points. They gave Washington County their 67. Washington County led 24-0 at the end of one quarter. They led 41-2 at halftime. They led 56-6 at the end of 3 and finished this game with a running clock midway through the third quarter with a 67-9 victory. For the girls' game earlier, if you're just now joining us, Washington County Lady Tigers move on to 2-0 on the young season after a 37-35 nail-biter over Wakefield. Washington County led by as much as 11 at half. Wakefield tied it late in the fourth quarter. The turnovers by Wakefield and made free throws by Washington pushed them over the edge to victory, sending them to 2-0 on the young season, while Wakefield drops to 1-2. Next week for us on our KNDY featured game of the week, we will be down at Frankfort as the Wildcats host the Mustangs of Valley Heights. Over on our sister station, FM 94.1 AM 1570, Bruce Dierking will have the call as Marysville travels over to Concordia Marysville girls fell this evening. The Marysville boys were victorious over Clay Center. And this weekend, too, as well, KNDY is your home for KU and K-State basketball right here on 95.5. KU will tip against Mizzou in the Border Showdown about 4:15. That means pregames will be about 3:15 on the KU Sports Network. Then over on our sister station, K-State will be at LSU. That is about a 12:30 tip-off, so at a 10:30 pregame there on the Wildcat Network with Wyatt Thompson. Again, here tonight, the Washington County Tigers go 2-0 on the evening. Girls win 37-35 in the first game. Boys win 67-9 in the second game. Thank you again to all our sponsors that made this broadcast possible: United Bank and Trust, Bruna Implement, Washington County Hospital, M&M Tire, Midwest Products, Animal Health Center, Dr. Phil Benz, Gazine Enterprises, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Bryce Leonard, Landall Company, FNB Washington, C Street Styles, Stone Southside Service, the Dragonson Insurance Agency, Owens Original, and the Blue Valley Technologies. And a big thank you to our regional sponsors, too, as well, that make all of these broadcasts all season possible. If you want to get on the list or know someone that might be interested, call us up at the station, and we can certainly get you set up for the rest of basketball season or college basketball, too, as well. Here in Washington, 2-0 for the Tigers against Wakefield as the boys and girls win this evening. Boys win 67-9, girls win 37-35. Reporting for KNDY Sports, this has been Max Blasky. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you all again Tuesday evening down in Frankfort.
KNDY.